Hello and welcome everyone. Is my voice clear and audible?
हाँ जी, clear and audible.
Thank you so much, sister. Okay, so we'll begin with a short meditation. Sit back and relax. Withdraw your attention from the outside world and bring it to yourself. Now, bring your attention to your breath. Focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of your body. Try to let go of any thoughts or distractions. As you inhale, imagine fresh energy and calmness entering your body. As you exhale, imagine any worries or doubts leaving your body. Notice the sensations in your body. Now expand your awareness to the present moment. Notice the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Take it all in without judgments or analysis. Remember, the present moment is all we have. The past is gone and the future is uncertain. But right now, in this moment, we have the power to choose, to act, and to be. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, repeat to yourself, I am present, I am here, I am now. Feel the sense of calmness, clarity, and connection that comes from being fully present. Okay, thank you so much. So we'll begin with today's session. I'll just share the screen. Okay, so today we're going to start from creative use of mind. And this is page number 122 in the PDF and page number 105 in the hard book. Okay. So creative use of mind. If you need to use your mind for a specific purpose, use it in conjunction with your inner body. Only if you are able to be conscious without thought can you use your mind creatively, and the easiest way to enter that state is through your body. तो अगर हम कुछ सोच रहे हैं तो हम अपना इनर बॉडी और माइंड दोनों साथ में रख के सोचें. Whenever an answer, a solution, or a creative idea is needed, stop thinking for a moment by focusing attention on your inner energy field. तो कुछ भी अगर हम कोई सिचुएशन है या हम कुछ आंसर ढूंढ रहे हैं, पहले थोड़ा सा पॉज करें, इनर सेल्फ में रिफ्लेक्ट करें, वहां से हमें करेक्ट डायरेक्शन मिलेगा। तो इट इज ऑलवेज गुड टू पॉज एंड फोकस अटेंशन ऑन आवर इनर सेल्फ। Become aware of the stillness. When you resume thinking, it will be fresh and creative. तो ये कभी भी जब हम प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, हम खुद से नोटिस करेंगे कि जब हम कोई भी सिचुएशन में पॉज करते हैं, इनर सेल्फ में रिफ्लेक्ट करते हैं, तो जो हमें अपने आप से जो हमें गाइडेंस मिलती है हमारे इनर सेल्फ से, वो हमेशा क्रिएटिव और फ्रेश होती है। एंड व्हेन वी have to solve the problem or deal with the situation, it is always from a positive and a clear outlook. In any thought activity, make it a habit to go back and forth every few minutes or so between thinking and an inner kind of listening, an inner stillness. We could say, don't just think with your head, think with your whole body. तो कुछ टाइम बैठ के रिफ्लेक्ट करके हर थोड़ी थोड़ी देर बाद जब भी कुछ माइंड में चल भी रहा है, पॉज करके अपने इनर सेल्फ से रिफ्लेक्ट करके and then come to a solution. The art of listening. When listening to another person, don't just listen with your mind, listen with your whole body. Feel the energy field of your inner body as you listen. That takes attention away from thinking and creates a still space that enables you to truly listen without the mind interfering. तो जब हम सुनते भी हैं ना, सिर्फ माइंड से नहीं, अपनी पॉज करके, क्योंकि जो भी माइंड में चल रहा है उससे थोड़ा अपने आप को डिसआइडेंटिफाई करके अपने, जैसे ऑथर कह रहे हैं, विथ योर होल बॉडी लिसन। तो उससे क्या होगा, माइंड जो भी इंटरफेयर करेगा हम थोड़ा पॉज करके खुद पे भी रिफ्लेक्ट कर सकते हैं। यू आर गिविंग द अदर पर्सन स्पेस टू बी। इट इज द मोस्ट प्रेशियस गिफ्ट you can give. Most people don't know how to listen because the major part of their attention is taken up by thinking. They pay more attention to that than to what the other person is saying, and none at all to what really matters, the being of the other person underneath the words and the mind. Of course, you cannot feel someone else's being except through your own. This is the beginning of the realization of oneness, which is love. At the deepest level of being, you are one with all that is. मतलब अगर हम सिर्फ अपने माइंड से सुनेंगे तो माइंड सारा टाइम इंटरफियर करता रहेगा जो वो कह रहे हैं उनसे। तो ऐसे केसेस में पता है हम ज्यादा अपने माइंड से ही कंट्रोल रहते हैं, और वो माइंड में जब जजमेंट्स आती है, क्रिटिसिज्म आती है, तो वो फिर हम अपने क्लियर पर्सपेक्टिव से नहीं सुन रहे। बट व्हेन वी लिसन with our inner body, by disidentifying from the mind and seeing the other person also as a being, तो फिर वो बीइंग टू बीइंग की कनेक्टेडनेस होती है, देन द बीइंग इज गेटिंग कनेक्टेड विद द अदर बीइंग। सो दैट इज द रियलाइजेशन ऑफ वननेस, क्योंकि हम सब इटर्नली तो वी आर वन, वी आर वन सोल, वन फैमिली। सो दैट इज व्हाट कनेक्ट्स with each other then. Most human relationships consist mainly of minds interacting with each other, not of human beings communicated, being in communion. Because most of the time, हम माइंड से ही एक दूसरे के साथ इंटरेक्ट करते हैं, एक ईगोइक माइंड एक दूसरे ईगोइक माइंड के साथ, फिर वो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होते हैं, मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स होते हैं। बट इफ वी लुक एट, if we are in our soul conscious state, and we look at the other person also in that state, that will be the original self interacting with each other. So that will be a being connected to another being. No relationship can thrive in that way, and that is why there is so much conflict in relationships, क्योंकि सारा टाइम ego clash होता रहता है. When the mind is running your life, Conflict, strife, and problems are inevitable. Being in touch with your inner body creates a clear space of no mind within which the relationship can flower. Okay, so now we move on to the next chapter, chapter 7, Portals into the Unmanifested, going deeply into the body. I can feel the energy inside my body, especially in my arms and legs, but I don't seem to be able to go more deeply as you suggested earlier. Make it into a meditation. It needn't take long. 10 to 15 minutes of clock time should be sufficient. Make sure that there are no external distractions such as telephones or people who are likely to interrupt you. Sit on a chair but don't lean back. Keep the spine erect. Doing so will help you to stay alert. Alternatively, choose your own favorite position for meditation. तो यहाँ पे जैसे सीकर कह रहे हैं कि वो वो ट्राई करते हैं फील करने को अपनी इनर बॉडी एनर्जी बट वो बहुत डीप नहीं जा पाते। तो वही ऑथर ने समझाया है कि मेक इट इनटू अ मेडिटेशन, सिट comfortably, with your back straight, spine erect, and this will help you to stay more alert. तो 10 to 15 minutes clock time enough होता है for meditation. Make sure the body is relaxed. Close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths. Feel yourself breathing into the lower abdomen as it were. Observe how it expands and contracts slightly with each in and out breath. Then become aware of the entire energy field of the body. Don't think about it, feel it. By doing this, you reclaim consciousness from the mind. If you find it helpful, use the light visualization I described earlier. तो यहाँ पे ऑथर कह रहे हैं अपने बॉडी को रिलैक्स करो, आईज क्लोज करो, टेक अ फ्यू डीप ब्रेथ्स एंड अगर वो जैसे उन्होंने पहले बताया कि यू कैन विजुअलाइज अ लाइट अराउंड यू इफ दैट हेल्प्स। When you can feel the inner body clearly as a single field of energy, let go, if possible, of any visual image and focus exclusively on the feeling. If you can, also drop any mental image you may still have of the physical body. तो यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं कि हमें फीलिंग पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है, नॉट एनी इमेज। तो अगर हमें वो ब्लिसफुलनेस, वो लव, प्योरिटी की फीलिंग अंदर से इमर्ज हो रही है, तो वी डोंट नीड टू होल्ड ऑन टू एनी विजुअल्स दैट वी आर सीइंग अराउंड। All that is left then is an all encompassing sense of presence or beingness, and the inner body is felt to be without a boundary. Then take your attention even more deeply into that feeling. Become one with it. Merge with the energy field so that there is no longer a perceived duality of the observer and the observed, of you and your body. The distinction between inner and outer also dissolves now. So there is no inner body anymore. By going deeply into the body, you have transcended the body. तो जब हम वो फीलिंग में एकदम डीप चले जाते हैं, that's when we are connected to the being. That is when we are soul conscious. And इससे हम क्या होता है, we transcend the body, मतलब we go beyond the body. Okay. Stay in this realm of pure being for as long as feels comfortable. Then become aware again of the physical body, your breathing and physical senses, and open your eyes. Look at your surroundings for a few minutes in a meditative way, that is, without labeling them mentally. and continue to feel the inner body as you do so. Having access to that formless realm is truly liberating. It frees you from bondage to form and identification with form. तो जब हम वो फीलिंग में आते हैं, हम जब अपने बीइंग को एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, फील करते हैं, तो वो बहुत लिबरेटिंग एक फीलिंग होती है। एंड वो हमें फ्री कर देती है कोई भी बॉन्डेज से, अपने माइंड, बॉडी, नेम, फॉर्म से। वी लूज आइडेंटिफिकेशन फ्रॉम आर दिस bodily form, जैसे कहते हैं। It is life in its undifferentiated state prior to its fragmentation into multiplicity. We may call it the unmanifested, the invisible source of all things, the being within all beings. It is a realm of deep stillness and peace, but also of joy and intense aliveness. Whenever you are present, you become transparent to some extent to the light, the pure consciousness that emanates from this source. You also realize that the light is not separate from who you are, but constitutes your very essence. तो जब हम ये एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, फीलिंग ऑफ द बीइंग, तब हम रियलाइज करते हैं कि वी आर दैट प्योर कॉन्शियसनेस, वी आर कॉन्स्टेंटली कनेक्टेड टू द लाइट। और दैट इज हु वी ट्रूली आर, दैट इज आवर ट्रू सेल्फ, आवर ट्रू नेचर। It is not anything that is separate from us. That is our very essence. Okay. The source of she is the unmanifested, what in the East is called she, a kind of universal life energy? No, it isn't. The unmanifested is the source of she. She is the inner energy field of your body. It is the bridge between the outer you and the source. It lies halfway between the manifested, the world of form, and the unmanifested. She can be likened to a river or an energy stream. If you take the focus of your consciousness deeply into the body, you are tracing the course of this river back to its source. She is movement, the unmanifested is stillness. तो ये जो शी की बात हो रही है, जो इस ये क्या है, ये बेसिकली इट्स द ब्रिज बिटवीन द आउटर बॉडी एंड द बीइंग, एंड द सोर्स। तो इट इज लाइक अ लिंक बिटवीन द, जैसे अनमैनिफेस्टेड और द बीइंग जिसे हम कहते हैं, एंड द बॉडी। तो ऑथर उसको डिस्क्राइब करें कि इट इज लाइक अ रिवर। तो जब हम अपने बीइंग पे फोकस करते हैं, हम जब डीप जाते हैं, वो जो मूवमेंट होती है उसको शी बुलाते हैं। You are tracing the course of this river back to its source. She is movement, the unmanifested is stillness. When you reach a point of absolute stillness, which is nevertheless vibrant with life, you have gone beyond the inner body and beyond she to the source itself, the unmanifested. She is the link between the unmanifested and the physical universe. तो जब हम वो पॉइंट रीच करते हैं, जब बिल्कुल स्टिलनेस है, वी आर कंप्लीटली एट पीस इन द प्रेजेंट, जब कोई माइंड की इन्वॉल्वमेंट नहीं है, कोई पास नहीं, कोई फ्यूचर नहीं, कोई थॉट्स नहीं, दैट इज व्हेन वी हैव रीच्ड द अनमैनिफेस्टेड। दैट इज व्हेन वी हैव experienced our own soul consciousness, our own being. So, if you take your attention deeply into the inner body, you may reach this point, this singularity, where the world dissolves into the unmanifested, and the unmanifested takes on form as the energy stream of she, which then becomes the world. This is the point of birth and death. When your consciousness is directed outward, mind and world arise. When it is directed inward, It realizes its own source and returns home into the unmanifested. तो जब हमारा जब हमारा ध्यान, जब हमारा कॉन्शियसनेस आउटवर्ड जाती है, टू वर्ल्डली थिंग्स, टू आर व्हाट वी ओन, आवर पोजेशंस, जो भी हमारे लाइफ में सिचुएशंस चल रही है, that is when we are directing our attention outwards. But when we direct it inwards, then we realize our own being, the our own, our own true self, our own inner self, the unmanifested. Then when your consciousness comes back to the manifested world, you reassume the form identity, and then you temporarily relinquished. You have a name, a past, a life situation, a future. But one essential respect, you are not, but in one essential respect, you are not the same person you were before. You have glimpsed a reality within yourself that is not of this world, although it isn't separate from it, just as it isn't separate from you. तो जब हम ये एक बार एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, थ्रू मेडिटेशन, हम अपनी सोल को एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, वी एक्सपीरियंस आवर ओन ट्रू नेचर। उसके बाद जब हम ये मैनिफेस्टेड वर्ल्ड में आते हैं, हमारे नेम, हमारी लाइफ सिचुएशंस, जो भी हमारी लाइफ में चल रहा है, फिर जब हम वो सब चीजें फेस करते हैं, हमें वो रियलाइजेशन, वो अवेयरनेस आ जाती है ऑफ हु वी ट्रूली आर। उससे क्या होता है फिर, सब कुछ देखते हुए हम इतना इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते। वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी हैव टू disidentify from what's going on. We have to be detached because we have understood who we truly are. We have experienced our true self. Now let your spiritual practice be this. As you go about your life, don't give 100% of your attention to the external world and to your mind. Keep some within. I have spoken about this already. Feel the inner body even when engaged in everyday activities, especially when engaged in relationships or when you are relating with nature. Feel the stillness deep inside it. Keep the portal open. It is quite possible to be conscious of the unmanifested throughout your life. तो मतलब अब हमें क्या करना है, हमें अपना जो डेली रूटीन है, हमें अपने आप को ऐसे ट्रेन करना है, ऐसी अवेयरनेस प्रैक्टिस करनी है कि हम कॉन्स्टेंटली कनेक्टेड हैं, to the source, to the divine. तो बार बार अपने अटेंशन को इनवर्ड्स रखना है, ये याद रखना है कि हु आई ट्रूली एम, आई एम नॉट दीज रिलेशंस, आई एम नॉट दिस माइंड, नॉट दिस बॉडी। जो भी आउटवर्डली चल रहा है, मैं उसमें से कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, आई एम अ सोल एंड आई बिलोंग टू द डिवाइन। तो ये अवेयरनेस हमें कॉन्स्टेंटली रखनी है। You feel it is as a deep sense of peace somewhere in the background, a stillness that never leaves you, no matter what happens out here. You become a bridge between the unmanifested and the manifested, between God and the world. This is the state of connectedness with the source that we call enlightenment. Enlightenment. Wow. तो यहाँ पे इतनी ब्यूटिफुली ऑथर ने एक्सप्लेन किया है कि हम हम सोचते हैं एनलाइटनमेंट तो बहुत तपस्या करने से होती है, बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। वी कैन कॉन्स्टेंटली बी कनेक्टेड टू द डिवाइन बाय टेकिंग अटेंशन इनवर्ड्स। तो हम सारा टाइम इससे प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं, एंड हम कॉन्स्टेंटली अपने आप को उस अवेयरनेस में रख सकते हैं। Don't get the impression that the unmanifested is separate from the manifested. How could it be? It is the life within every form, the inner essence of all that exists. It pervades this world. Let me explain. Dreamless sleep. You take a journey into the unmanifested every night when you enter the phase of deep dreamless sleep. You merge with the source. You draw from it the vital energy that sustains you for a while when you return to the manifested, the world of separate forms. तो ये जो हम अनमैनिफेस्टेड बोल दो या जो सोर्स डिवाइन से जो हम कनेक्ट करते हैं वो रोज रात को भी होता है व्हेन वी आर इनटू डीप स्लीप जब कोई ड्रीम्स नहीं चल रहे व्हेन वी आर डीपली इनटू स्लीप देन वी डू गेट कनेक्टेड तो वो क्या होता है दैट सस्टेन्स अस थ्रू आउट द डे दिस एनर्जी इज मच मोर वाइटल देन फूड man does not live by bread alone. But in dreamless sleep, you don't go into it consciously. Although the bodily functions are still operating, you no longer exist in that state. Can you imagine what it would be like to go into dreamless sleep with full consciousness? It is impossible to imagine it because that state has no content. The unmanifested does not liberate you until you enter it consciously. That's why Jesus did not say the truth will make you free, but rather you will know the truth and the truth will make you free. तो हम तब तक वो लिबरेशन वो हैप्पीनेस वो ट्रू कंटेंटमेंट नहीं पा सकते जब तक हम कॉन्शियसली उसमें ना यू नो उसमें ना जाए कॉन्शियसली हम अपने आप में अवेयर हो हमें पता हो कि हम क्या है और बार बार हम ये प्रैक्टिस करें ऑफ बीइंग इन द प्रेजेंट ऑफ फीलिंग कनेक्टेड टू द डिवाइन यू नो तो तभी उन्होंने कहा कि द ट्रूथ विल मेक यू फ्री नहीं है व्हेन यू नो द ट्रूथ देन द ट्रूथ विल मेक यू फ्री जब आप ये अंडरस्टैंड करोगे जब एक्सपीरियंस करोगे ये अवेयरनेस ये नॉलेज तब आपको एक लिबरेशन फील होगा this is not a conceptual truth. It is the truth of eternal life beyond form, which is known directly or not at all. But don't attempt to stay conscious in dreamless sleep. It is highly unlikely that you will succeed. At most, you may remain conscious during the dream phase, but not beyond that. This is called lucid dreaming, which may be interesting and fascinating, but it is not liberating. तो यहाँ पे ऑथर कह रहे हैं कि जब आप आप ड्रीमलेस स्लीप में हो आप सो रहे हो तब आप कॉन्शियस रहने की कोशिश मत करो क्योंकि ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं होगा तो बट हो सकता है कि हम लूसिड ड्रीमिंग जैसे ऑथर कह रहे हैं दैट वी आर लिटिल बिट कॉन्शियस अबाउट द ड्रीम दैट्स गोइंग ऑन बट जब वो ड्रीमलेस होता है दैट टाइम वी आर नॉट अवेयर ऑफ इट तो जो जो ये लूसिड ड्रीमिंग है दैट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी लिबरेटिंग ऑल्दो इट कैन बी इंटरेस्टिंग बट उससे हमें लिबरेटिंग फील नहीं होगा So use your inner body as a portal through which you enter the unmanifested and keep that portal open so that you stay connected with the source at all times. It makes no difference as far as the inner body is concerned, whether your outer physical body is old or young, frail or strong. The inner body is timeless. तो इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि हमारे क्या एज है हम यंग है या ओल्ड है inner body is formless it's ageless it's immortal उससे कुछ नहीं है the inner body is timeless if you're not yet able to feel the inner body, use one of the other portals, although ultimately they are all one. Some I have spoken about at length already, but I'll mention them again briefly here. Other portals. They now can be seen as the main portal. It is an essential aspect of every other portal, including the inner body. You cannot be in your body without being intensely present in the now. तो ऑथर कह रहे द नाउ इज द मेन पोर्टल मतलब अ वे ऑफ एक्सपीरियंसिंग आवर इनर बॉडी। तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात है जब हम प्रेजेंट में रहते हैं, जब कोई भी पास्ट फ्यूचर माइंड में नहीं होता, when we are completely in present, that is the most important portal to feeling the inner body. Time and the manifested are as inextricably linked as are the timeless now and the unmanifested. When you dissolve psychological time through intense present moment awareness, you become conscious of the unmanifested both directly and indirectly. तो जब हम साइकोलॉजिकल टाइम मतलब पास्ट एंड फ्यूचर से जब हम अवेयर हो जाते हैं, जब हम उससे डिसआइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, जब हम हमें प्रेजेंट मोमेंट की अवेयरनेस होती है, दैट इज व्हेन हम कॉन्शियस हो जाते हैं अपनी सोल के। that is when we feel our inner body. Directly, you feel it as the radiance and power of your conscious presence. No content, just presence. Indirectly, you are aware of the unmanifested in and through the sensory realm. In other words, you feel the God essence in every creature, every flower, every stone, and you realize all that is holy. That is why Jesus, speaking entirely from his essence or Christ identity, says in the Gospel of Thomas, split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up a stone, and you will find me there. Another portal into the unmanifested is created through the cessation of thinking. This can start with a very simple thing, such as taking one conscious breath or looking in a state of intense alertness at a flower so that there is no mental commentary running at the same time. तो हम कैसे एक्सेस कर सकते हैं द सोर्स को, डिवाइन को, जब हम बिल्कुल कॉन्शियस हो जाते हैं और हम कोई भी इवन व्हेन वी आर लुकिंग एट द फ्लावर, देयर इज नो मेंटल चैटर गोइंग ऑन, वी आर कंप्लीटली इन प्रेजेंट एंड we are just looking at it through our inner body. There are many ways to create a gap in the incessant stream of thought. This is what meditation is all about. Thought is part of the realm of the manifested. Continuous mind activity keeps you imprisoned in the world of form and becomes an opaque screen that prevents you from becoming conscious of the unmanifested, conscious of the formless and timeless God essence in yourself and in all things and all creatures. तो जी कांस्टेंट हमारे अंदर जो माइंड चैटर चलता रहता है, कांस्टेंट थॉट्स चलते रहते हैं, that is what prevents us from connecting with the unmanifested, from connecting with the divine, the supreme soul. When you are intensely present, you don't need to be concerned about the cessation of thinking, of course, because the mind then stops automatically. That's why I said the now is an essential aspect of every other portal. तो जब हम बिल्कुल प्रेजेंट हो जाते हैं तब हमें कोई माइंड एक्टिविटी को देखना नहीं है, क्योंकि वो अपने आप रुक जाता है। तो तभी बीइंग इन द प्रेजेंट इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट, जैसे ऑथर कह रहे। Surrender, the letting go of mental emotional resistance to what is, also becomes a portal into the unmanifested. तो जब हमें जो भी सिचुएशन है, जो भी हमारे साथ हो रहा है, जब हमारे उसकी तरफ जीरो रेजिस्टेंस है एंड फुल एक्सेप्टेंस है, तभी भी हम कनेक्टेड फील करते हैं विथ आवर बीइंग। The reason for this is simple. Inner resistance cuts you off from other people, from yourself, from the world around you. It strengthens the feeling of separateness on which the ego depends for its survival. The stronger the feeling of separateness, the more you are bound to the manifested, to the world of separate forms. तो जितनी हमारे अंदर resistance होती है उतना हम separated feel करते हैं. और ये ईगो माइंड को सबसे बेस्ट एक चीज लगती है अपने सर्वाइवल के लिए, टू फील दिस फीलिंग ऑफ separateness. So it just keeps us into the world of forms. The more you are bound to the world of form, the harder and more impenetrable your form identity becomes. The portal is closed and you are cut off from the inner dimension, the dimension of death. In this state of surrender, your form identity softens and becomes somewhat transparent, as it were, so the unmanifested can shine through you. तो होता क्या है जब हम बिल्कुल सरेंडर करते हैं, जब हमारा रेजिस्टेंस बिल्कुल नहीं है, हम फुली एक्सेप्ट करते हैं हर सिचुएशन को, हर पर्सन को, जो भी हमारे लाइफ में हो रहा है, तब हम अपनी बीइंग को फील कर पाते हैं, एंड देन अदर्स कैन ऑल्सो फील इट थ्रू अस. It's up to you to open a portal in your life that gives you conscious access to the unmanifested. Get in touch with the energy field of the inner body. Be intensely present. Disidentify from the mind. Surrender to what is. These are all portals you can use. But you only need to use one. Surely, love must also be one of those portals. No, it isn't. As soon as one of the portals is opened, love is present in you as the feeling realization of oneness. Love isn't a portal, it's what comes through the portal into this world. As long as you're completely trapped in your form identity, there can be no love. Your task is not to search for love, but to find a portal through which love can enter. Okay. So we'll end our session here today. I'll just share the questions with you as well. Okay. So the questions for today are, the first question is, in chapter 7, the author gives us a detailed description of the steps we should take to begin meditation and feel our inner body energy. Do you find this helpful? Have you practiced and experienced this before? Second question is, what have you understood from what the author has discussed about the relationship between the unmanifested and the inner energy field of your body? Okay, so these are the two questions for today. So thank you so much for joining the session today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.